today. It says I'm live, so I'm live. Hello. Good to see everyone on this 82-degree afternoon in Northeast Ohio. Thanks for coming and hanging out today. So I don't really have a whole lot to discuss today. I did go live last night. It was my first live in a while because I had just been extremely busy and extremely busy with life. So, sorry. Hello, thank you for coming in. I'll wait a few minutes and wait for some people to come in. Hey, Happy Mac. Saving me from finishing the lawn. Sorry, I had something on my nails and I don't like that. Give me a second here. Weird. It's like glue or something. Anyway, hello. Oh my gosh. Hey, Green Granny. I'm still always going to call you Green Granny. Hey, Denise. Thanks for coming in. How are you all doing? Double click the screen if you are on your phone. It gives me a thumbs up. Thumbs up is appreciated. So thank you all for coming in and hanging out with me for at least an hour until I pick up my son from school. So, just hello. Oh, hey, Marshmallow Man. Hello, everybody. So good to see everybody. So, yep, Marshmallow Man's here. I'm just glad that I got a signal because, yeah, I'm just glad I got a signal. So it's just so freaking hot today, and I have, okay, you're going way too fast. I don't like that. Okay. Somebody's going way too fast towards the back end of my car. It's really freaking hot today. I'm sure, I don't know, how'd your guys' gardens do this year? We did go okay. In the spring, it was wonderful. Like, it was a perfect time of year for lettuce, that kind of thing. But as far as, like, when we got into hotter months, it was just so incredibly hot that some of our stuff just didn't make it. Hello. Thanks for coming in. Abarki Basma. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate ya. Okay. Like, I don't know if people do that just to get, like, a reaction from me, but I don't talk about that on my channel. This is a gardening channel, and there isn't a whole lot of people in here to begin with to talk about freeing Palestine, so I'm not going to talk about it. So thanks for expressing your opinion, but I'm not going to talk about it here. Hello, Backlash Fisherman. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, my garden didn't do good at all this year. I still got tomatoes and stuff like that, but things like I just had to constantly water this year. It was such a pain in the ass. I'm not gonna lie. It was a struggle this year, just to keep things alive. I don't know. I'm gonna show you a little glimpse of how dry it is here. Give me a second here. I'm gonna flip this around. I want you to look at the grass. It is brown. Like, that's the grass here, and that's the grass everywhere. It is brown. It's crispy. There is just, we haven't had any rain, and I wouldn't say we're in a drought, but it's just really, like, it's really dry here. Now, why are you flying in a school parking lot? I'm in the hospital, so my garden is being ignored. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's horrible. I hope you get better soon. I heard what had happened, so I hope you get better soon. I was going to plant some stuff, but I decided not to. I want to do cover crops. So I'm going to rip everything out and direct sow my radishes that I had bought the year before that I didn't get a chance to do. So I'm going to do cover crops this year. We're also taking out a part of our garden. Our lives have just gotten busy and we had too much. It was different when we were doing competitions and stuff like that, and we needed the space, but right now we're not doing that, and so we're just going to keep our raised beds and remove some of the stuff. We're also removing our raspberry bushes. There's just going to be some major changes happening, so I'm still going to be gardening. I'm still going to be doing stuff, but it's going to be a little bit on a smaller scale, so, which is fine. I don't need all that stuff anyway. It'll be fine. So, hello, all 4 people. Thank you for coming in, hanging out. I haven't been live. Sorry, I haven't been live that much because I've been super busy. And this summer, I was taking care of my mother-in-law who had back surgery. She had back surgery on June 10th. She told me she was going to be staying at her house for 2 weeks, and she ended up staying the entire summer. And so, yeah. So get this shit, right? This is a rant. Like, it kind of pisses me off. Ooh, that's like, ooh. I put too much stuff in it. It's too sour. So this is kind of my rant, okay? So I just don't trust doctors. I don't trust doctors one bit, and this is why. So she had a back surgery. She had fell in January, right? And she was just having like major issues. She was getting this shooting pain from her hip going all the way like down into her groin, like down her leg. And it's like a shooting, horrible pain, right? So the doctor insisted, because she went to a back doctor because she thought it was her back, and the doctor insisted that it was her back. And she's like, are you sure it's not my hip? Because I have a lot going on and I did fall. The doctor never did an MRI. The doctor never checked it out or anything like that. I gave her back surgery. She had back surgery the year before because she has vertebrae in her back that are completely deteriorated and stuff like that. So the doctor opened her up, took out what was in there from their previous year, and replaced everything and gave her more, right? Stapled it all back up, whatever. Well, okay, towards the end of the summer, she's still having all this pain. The doctor said, oh, you're not going to be in pain after your surgery. Like, you are, but it's going to be fixed. The problem you're having is going to be fixed. Obviously, you're going to have pain, like, from surgery. So, anyway, she's still having all this pain, like, almost 3 months later, towards the end of the summer, she's still having, like, all this pain. And, like, it's horrible. She goes back to the doctor. The doctor recommended her to go to a hip specialist. Okay, so that would just piss me off because, one, she mentioned to the doctor, is it my hip? Like, and he never bothered to do like an MRI, never bothered to do a CAT scan or anything like that to check it out, to see if that's what it really was. So, anyway, she had to go to a hip doctor. So she went to that, right? And, they took an x-ray. By the way, she can't lay flat on an x-ray table. She's in so much pain, she can't lay flat. So they did whatever they could, and the doctor said, oh yeah, it's your hip. You're more than likely need a hip replacement. Right after she just had this back surgery, which was told that was going to fix it, I would be so livid. Like, I would be beyond livid. So the doctor said, okay, we're going to give you a cortisone shot. I can't do it here in my office. We have to do it at another office. So they gave her a cortisone shot, and she's still in a lot of pain. So this is why I don't trust doctors. You have to be extremely thorough. You have to question everything, and you have to be a pain in the ass, because if not, they're just going to keep, doing the guessing game. So, it was an unnecessary surgery. She definitely didn't need to have that surgery. It was her hip the entire time. Yeah. And it's like, what in the hell? Like, I would have never had a surgery if I don't know. I would have definitely questioned it. I don't know. I just don't trust doctors. I don't trust my regular doctor that I go to once every 6 months or something. I don't trust them. So anyway, that's that. Hey, Minty, what's up? I have been hearing more and more medical issues with folks in hospitals and that stuff. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. And this is my mother-in-law. She's been having issues. I think I'd rather just suffer, I think. I have no idea. But what is this person doing? Learning center. That's her. Okay. So anyway, I just was like shocked by this. But anyway, she's going to have hip surgery. She's going to have to. And she's going to have it done in January, because she thinks that if she has it done in January, she can just kind of hibernate, because in Northeast Ohio here, it's so cold. Like, you don't want to leave the house anyway. So she's going to have it done in January. They gave her a cortisone shot. She can't go back to work. She works part-time as a cashier. She can't go back to work because she can't stand. She can't. It's just, wow. It's just such a pain in the ass. Yeah. So what y'all can do to help yourselves out is just try and stay as healthy as you possibly can, and try and eat the right foods, do research, take your vitamins. I wouldn't say minerals. Don't take mineral everyday multivitamin. Take what you think you need and avoid the doctor at all costs, because they just it's just not okay anymore. Sorry, I put my visor down and I have a lot less glare, so that's better. But I just don't trust any doctor anymore, and that's really, really sad. I think if I had a really big issue or something else going on, I would talk to a pharmacist over a doctor. That's really sad, but true. So anyway, I had her all summer, and I could not do anything. I couldn't do lives. I couldn't do anything. And then I was taking care of my son on top of all of that. So my life was like flipped upside down. And then I started work. So one thing that we did do over the summer, though, I was really happy, is me and my husband took a little trip, the both of us, and we went to West Virginia, and we had a really good time there. So we did that and had a lot of fun. But for the most part, I didn't do hardly anything all summer. I was like cooking 3 meals a day and all of that stuff. Oh, you did? Oh, wow. And you started yesterday? Wow. Yeah. It's just been wild. It's just been wild. I wasn't expecting to work either. I wasn't expecting to get a job, and then I got a job. So yes, and I told my husband that. I said, she is not coming back to our house after this surgery. She needs to go to a facility. And I'm not talking about like because she needs to go to a facility. She needs to go to a rehab facility so she can do the correct stuff. Yeah, you definitely need to do your exercises. She had oh, hold on, sorry. She had physical therapy come to the house, our house, like 2 times a week. That looks really weird. I accidentally hit the touch button. She had physical therapy come to her house like once a week. But the shit that they made her do was so stupid. Like that, I don't understand how that would have helped your back in any way, shape, or form. So, hello, universe. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I wasn't looking for a job either when I saw this came across my Facebook, and I was like, I'm gonna give it a try. And so, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad work. Yeah, here the kids are already back in school. Yeah, and I think after a major hip surgery, you definitely need to go to rehab and work on that, because you don't want anything, you don't want it to lock up, you don't want any of that. So you definitely need rehabilitation after that, for sure. But, oh God, it's just been crazy. My daughter has been back to school for a month now. Yeah, we have too. It's just been nuts. It's been nuts. Just been super busy. We did get some ducks. We got some ducks a while ago, and so we redid our chicken coop area and the duck coop area. And so we have some cute little ducks. You know, there's just some things about our farm that is just absolutely needed. Turkeys and ducks are absolutely needed. It seems as if like you're not complete unless you have those things, and they're so amusing to look at, and they're so much fun, and it's so awesome to have those animals on your farm. So we definitely will always have ducks or a turkey. They're just wonderful animals. So we got some ducks, and we're keeping them safe for right now. We're not letting them wander around or anything like that. I got some great news, by the way. Sorry, I have to change my angle here in my arm. I have some great news, by the way. So over the summer, we had decided, we looked into it, my husband did, and found this woman who was who rescued barn cats, and we needed something. We needed cats. We needed something to. Everyone that has a farm knows you have a rat population, and we needed something to get rid of the rats. Now we would trap them and we would do all of that, but it's like after a while, it's